Welcome to Vlogmas Day. Day 10? 11? Anyway, we realised that we are behind in our hauls, as in like showing you what we've got.
Like not even behind, like way back.
It's just been
then, didn't I?
straight picking videos. So we're going to break it up today because we uploaded our picking video late last night because we were travelling. So we're doing a haulage, right?
We are. An actual haulage.
So this haul corresponds to pretty much the first quarter of Vlogmas, if you've been watching. So it won't correlate to what you've just watched. Does that make sense?
Up to pretty much, yeah, the last couple of videos we'll be covering the next 1 or 2 hauls. But right up, kind of like you say, first quarter, first maybe, excuse me, 7 videos. This should cover all that.
Yes, about that. Okay, so we're just going to go through. Basically, these videos are sort of the haul videos.
Amped. Are you amped? I'm not amped at all. I don't feel amped. Amp me up.
Aimed at like brand knowledge and learning new brands, becoming familiar with logos, and things like that. And then obviously our cost of goods and the price we look to achieve. Now, some items you won't see here that you saw in the videos because they have sold. Austin.
Oh yeah, they've sold.
Do a sold, please.
Sold.
They've sold. So we can't show you because they're gone. But if anyone has any says, oh, what about those toe trousers? Or blah blah blah, you can put it in the comments and we'll tell you how much they sold for.
They're gone.
A lot of people are, well, I say a lot of people, like 2 people have asked for sold videos.
And guess what? What are we going to do? What are you going to do about that?
I think, do you know what I think? I was thinking, I haven't actually talked to you about this yet, but I was thinking maybe we do one at the end of the month for everything that sold during Vlogmas.
That would be cool.
Like highlights of what sold during Vlogmas.
Yeah, cool.
So we'll do that.
Yep, definitely. We're not opposed to it, but like it's only just now people will be asking for them.
Maybe that'll be our Christmas Day video.
Ooh, no, maybe not.
Maybe not, I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, so let's go, because there's a lot of stuff here, because we've been buying at rapid pace. So first up, you would have seen this in the Trowbridge video. Perhaps we didn't make a video for it. This is Day by Berger at Michelson. It is actually menswear, however it could be unisex, and unisex wear is like becoming really fashionable and really cool, really inclusive, all this stuff. So I like to put unisex in the title. However, this is sort of like a bibbed grandad collar, striped grey.
This kind of thing is nice.
Tunic.
Even though it's a full length shirt, it gives the impression it's kind of like you say, like almost like a schmuck or a bib
or scroogey.
Yeah, scroogey.
And it could go both ways. It could become very lager look, or it could become very like toast,
or
like utility
even kind of fashion. If you were to kind of like, I want to say jazz it up, but you could.
Yeah, or you could just
really
put on with jeans and a pair of heels, whatever. I would keyword all those sort of things. So like utility wear, not smock. I wouldn't say smock, but like tunic, cotton. I find I'm getting a lot of messages recently as well about material content. A lot of people don't want to buy viscose because of the damage it does to the environment. So when it is a really good fabric, I like to put that in as a keyword in the title, because a lot of people I find are looking for that environmentally friendly edge.
Okay,
especially when buying pre-owned.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yep.
To kind of keep that going.
Like linens, cottons. I wouldn't put like, if it's boring, like bamboo is cool, hemp, all this. You probably saw this, because I put this on Instagram. I find our lighting is very dramatic. I like it. It's like it's almost like, movie-esque.
It's like the like the murder scenes in like horror or something.
Oh, we paid £3.50 for that, and I've listed it, I believe, for 60, but I could be wrong
60.
about that. Yes. So this is Yves Saint Laurent.
Vintage.
Or YSL, some people like say. When I'm keywording this in the titles, I'm going to be really factual in this video. When I'm keywording this in the titles, I like to put both Yves Saint Laurent, and I also put YSL, because some people refer to the brand as that. I, however, don't put Saint Laurent, because Saint Laurent is the new stuff. So
it's already in the title. If you put Yves Saint Laurent as 3 separate words, Saint Laurent's in the title, and you're wasting your time.
This is obviously a vintage piece. I dated it to the 80s.
It definitely is 80s vibes anyway.
Yeah, I dated the labels the 80s.
But also the fabric, is it the blue one? Yeah. Like the blue kind of outer here. I don't know if it picks up on the camera. But also like the shoulder pads, the buttons, the actual kind of like even the kind of cinched in skirt and the pockets too. It's very 80s.
I like to say it was steamed, so let's just ignore that.
Yeah, this has been folded since we steamed it and photographed it.
Yeah, so it's been there for, and it's got the white on the pocket, which is a really nice detail. We paid 18 for this, so we paid we didn't pay up. That's very reasonable for this piece, and we jumped at the chance of owning it for 18.
Indeed.
And I have listed it for 320.
Okay.
And I've turned down multiple offers, just under the £200 mark.
Cool.
I find people get a bit cheeky this time towards Christmas, but also GSP is very expensive, so people like to offer with the GSP charges included, but however that is not my responsibility to pay for that, so I'm not going to. Okay. Next up we got this one in Somerton. I don't know if we filmed it or not, but here it is. This is a Mulberry dress. It is a sample, and we are in Mulberry country. Don't be put off by samples. I like samples. People like samples. Sample isn't bad, and most of the time it is good.
Sometimes it's not so much, I don't know if you can mention the body, Bethany would say, but no better than me, but sometimes you do get flagged if you mention sample in the title, depending on the item. Mulberry's not really a thing, I don't think so much, but like Nike and companies like that, like Patagonia,
yeah.
Sometimes if you mention the word sample, it will get flagged. And what's the word?
Vero. Yeah, Nike don't like samples, especially after the whole like daily refinement issues. However, I don't tend to put it in the title because we have a sample Mulberry handbag. I put it in the title and that got taken down.
Like 24 hours.
But it got reported by a member, so I don't know. Anyway, so I put a sample in.
Come on, guys.
I include the picture and I put it in the description. However, this dress the trim is made from poppers.
That's
Do you
really
see?
cool.
So you can actually popper them together. I did this for ages the other day. And
yes, you can. How cool is that?
They will match. I can only assume that they had a lot of extra poppers lying around.
Cool.
However, it's a knit. It's a cotton knit. It's a size small. And this was in the Black Friday sale. This is how long ago this was. So end of November. This was a Black Friday. So this wasn't even Vlogmas. This is just extra.
Yeah, this was like, yeah.
So this was £5 in one of the Black Friday sales in the trash shop.
If I can get it like full length.
Yeah, cute little pockets. Oh, sorry, pockets there. And then, yeah, cute. And I've listed it for, I think I've listed it for 100. Mulberry clothing isn't like the creme de la creme of what Mulberry have to offer. Small leather goods obviously. Scarves do really well, footwear does really well, but clothing,
not so much.
However, you know,
certain pieces, and once again, it's fashion and people enjoy it. The fact it's got a good brand with it helps. But like, once again, don't get too hung up. It's not like, unless you've like the last few seasons, it's not going to
really
it's not going to change your life with regards to clothing.
So this is Max Mara. We all know and love Max Mara. I love Max Mara more than the average person.
These are actually really cool pants. They're like
pantaloons.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know, high waist.
They're high waisted. They're 100% wool, and they're almost like a tapered leg. So it's like pleated.
That's kind of what I was trying to show, but it's so hard with the space we have.
It's almost got like a lager looky like balloon trouser
like,
feel.
It's this kind of area, isn't it? Like this kind of like what do you call it? It's not a sag to it, but it's kind of, do you know what I mean? Like balloon pant, like you said.
Balloony, like yeah. I've been selling Max Mara trousers like wildfire on Vestiaire. In fact,
3 pairs in like a month.
In fact, it's like
when we say
the majority of
most
our
people
sales.
will be like, 3 pairs, that's not really a lot in a month. From Max Mara, especially like a classic pair, which isn't necessarily like I just said, from like the last few seasons, that's like fast selling. Yeah,
and we've been getting about 100 to 150 a pair.
I was just going to say, the other thing is, these would sell really fast if they were 20 or £30 a pair. We're getting like average £100, something like that a pair. So that is pretty bloody good. So we paid
£4.50 for these, and yes, once again, I think I've listed them for 120. 110, 120, around about that kind of price margin. And it also leaves a little wiggle room for offers.
Some more trousers for you, because this is really exciting.
This is a hugely underrated brand and underpriced because it's underrated. So this is Furious, and they're mainly American-based brands. In the customer base is mainly American, but they sell on sites like Revolve, Net-a-Porter, all those sorts of sites. These are a crop tailored black trouser. But I'm finding at the moment
quite kind of plain Jane, as I would say.
A lot of influencers are mentioning this brand.
A lot of bucks going to those guys.
Yes, there's a lot of affiliate links around at the moment, but this is selling out.
There's a push on the brand for sure.
So we're getting into the pre-love market. You can list on Vestiaire, you can list on eBay, you can list on Depop, you can list wherever you wanted this. We paid £4.50. around that price.
Yeah.
Please go and visit for exact margins. And I've listed them for 120. Retail would have been about 200 to 300 £.
Have you bought like in colour at this point? Honestly, it's like blacks, greys,
we
and
do by
navies.
mistake, not on purpose. So this is standard James Perse. Literally, it's called standard James Perse. And they make sort of like practical clothing, but like
but it's
luxury.
I would call it over processed, like as in not in a bad way, but like it's the most basic thing ever. But for example, this is just a kind of a regular t-shirt hem. This fabric, you can actually see the difference there. You can see through this, whereas this you can't. This is double thickness. So it sounds funny, but the body of it, which is kind of when you hit your body, is double thickness, so it would last longer as opposed to the sleeve, which only touches your arm. And
they retail like 80 to 120 depending on the item. This is sort of like a tunic dress.
Yep.
Quite classic. We pay $3.99 and I would list for about 50. You can also list on Vesti Air. That is a good.
Are you getting paid by them at this point?
I should be.
I know.
This is Toast. We picked this up. Did we pick this up? This was in Vlogmas. We picked this up in the Yeovil Villages.
Okay, yes, we did. You're right.
We also bought a pair of trousers at the same time. They have sold. This was the first Vlogmas video. They were denim. They were the OAS trousers.
Yes.
Ordinary attire studio.
God, you are good.
Trousers. They've already sold.
That was a genuine press face there.
They sold on. I actually put them up on Vinted and eBay for £50. I don't reduce to put on Vinted. I just do the same price across the board. However, I'm more open for offers on Vinted because I look at my margins that I would get on eBay after fees. So I got off for £35 for them within an hour of listing, and I took it because I paid £4. And these bread and butter brands, you want to move within the market, you know. By now
you know Toast. It's quite a it's got obviously the detail there. It's not a crazy dress by any stretch. Once again, it is pocketed, which is kind of cool. But once again, nothing mad.
We paid £6.50.
£6.50.
Yeah,
okay.
and I've listed for 50.
There you go. Once again, like we're talking around about 10x.
10x.
I'm sure it's like an ab training program from the States or something. 10x. No,
Sweaty
something like that.
Betty. It's just Sweaty Betty. You're looking out for the logo with a little spot.
And you're not looking out for that.
Because this wears off. Anyway, this is a size small, although it is a massive size small, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
But it's just plain black.
I think it's like a relaxed kind of, t-shirt.
When I'm listing Sweaty Betty, I always put gym and yoga in the title because I find that's the two main sort of like demographic species for Sweaty Betty stuff.
What, like a guy called Jim?
Jim, as in.
I know, it's just playing with you.
And if it's like got a running, like if it's got anything to do with running, I'll put running and jogging in the key title, because I find people would search yoga wear or gym wear that are starting something new. January is the time to get your stuff listed for the gym wear.
Mother.
This is
Selfish Mother.
This is Selfish Mother, owned by Molly Gunn, a very good friend of ours. I say very good friend. She is a friend of ours.
Yeah.
We have met her several times in her home.
She knows who we are.
Anyway, this is she does slogan jumpers that say like Mama, Papa.
Yeah. You've probably seen them. They were really, really popular. Like maybe it's not popular now, but they were really popular a couple of years ago. Yeah. From like Mama and Mama Bear and Papa and stuff like that. They're kind of like you say slogan family shirts.
They've got like a cult following for yummy mummies. So these really retail for about £45.
Yep.
However, they sell really comfortably for 25 to 30 on places like Vinted and eBay.
They are usually tagged, but the newer versions kind of have it like
printed.
I don't know if you can catch that there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, maybe there. So once again, otherwise, unless you know that, like just keep an eye out, because even there you got obviously the sizing. I would just be aware, because you can flick through a rack and not see that for £2 and not really recognise what it is. The font's pretty self-explanatory too. It's very
like an iconic font, to this genre.
Price.
We paid $2.99, I do believe, off the top of my head, and it once again 25 to 30. And what is that, Oz? 10x,
what?
10x.
Why are you going to mess with me like that?
10.
If it ain't 10x.
I picked these up and I thought, wow, those MC Hammer pants.
See, I've ruined it now, haven't I?
They're really groovy and moving. And then I saw that label and I thought, well, that's some graphic design if I've ever seen some graphic design.
You almost flipped round. You almost
rotated.
See what I did there? Anyway, when we bought them back home, and what happened?
We found them, the tags, that is.
I was taking the other tags off, and we found these tags.
This is interesting. So this is Rotate by Berger Christiansen, and they sell it on Net-a-Porter.
A lot of burgers, really, isn't there?
There's a lot of burgers. Burger, like
I love a burger, but you know.
Yeah. So we found the tags, and so this is the tag for the brand, Berger Christiansen. And these would retail, that's cool, isn't it? These would retail for about 200 to 400 depending on style and blah, blah, blah.
But we also
had this tag, and if you're not familiar with this retail site, then familiarise. This is 24s.com, which is a French department store sort of X site, as in it's like a French Mytheresa or a French Net-a-Porter. But it is owned by none other than the man himself.
Talk to me.
LVMH.
That guy, the Arnolds, the
Arnold
family.
So it's owned by Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy. So it's a high-end department store S brand. You know, like a one-stop spot for all your cool designers. And they have a few designers that are a bit more niche and a bit more like, look who we found.
And also, a lot of them don't have actual stores, like their own stores. They're kind of sold in department stores, etc. So, are you okay there?
Well, we live quite rurally, but like when a car goes past, we're those people like, hello.
Who's that?
Anyway,
so if you're wondering, that's what we're doing.
I've listed them for 150 new with tags.
Damn, son. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did we pay? Remind me.
£5.
Listen, I'm not a mathematician, but 10x be out the window.
That's some margin ends. Margins like that, we were talking to a guy in the comments, margins like that allow us to have smaller margins on bread and butter, so it makes the world tick round. Did you like my dad then?
You're making the world go round.
This is APC.
See ya.
Some sites.
I don't know what's wrong with this today. I think it's a bit, it's getting to us, isn't it?
Some sites like it when you put the dots. Some sites don't like it when you put the dots.
Now this on screen, I'm going to tell you a little personal story here.
Lovely,
I really like this shirt. And I thought it was really cool, right? I am beautiful. Thank you for noticing, and thank you for everyone watching and understanding how beautiful I am. On the flip side of this, I tried this on, and believe it or not, barrel-chested as I am, I like that. This goes nowhere near me, and I won't show you because I don't want to embarrass myself or anyone else watching. However,
you could wear it open.
Does anyone have a mum at one point when maybe you like put a little bit of timber on, or you get a little bit bigger than you used to be, or maybe like clothes don't fit that well or they've shrunk? You can wear it open. That's why you'll see me every time I wear anything is always buttoned, so I'm proving to the world I can button this bad boy. Deal with me. Anyway, enough of my weight problems. Back to APC. I don't have problems. That's just how I am.
This is XL. It is a striped shirt. I think the stripe is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Just because I love this so much, I'm going to say it out loud. A lot of people say on YouTube and Instagram, and I am interrupting you once again, I know. You'll get there, don't worry. If you want to buy any of the things you see, obviously we're going to we won't do like our 10x deals. We will gladly help you out. And if you want to buy something,
mates rates.
Shout to us and we'll give you mates rates all day long. But this, someone buy it, is so nice.
It's so nice. So we paid... What did we pay for this? £4?
£4. Maybe £4.50. Yeah, £4, maybe £4.
Yeah, because I was shocked at how low price it was. And I've listed it for 100 and...
Because this was Wells.
I listed it for 100.
Yeah.
I listed 100. But it's a green and blue sort of like, I call it candy cane stripe. It's so like...
Oh, you can see the blue there.
It's so like luscious Christmas, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah.
It's also really well made.
Yeah.
What, is it just brush cotton? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just lovely. Anyway, that is menswear also, just so you know. We do find stuff in men's occasionally.
Speaking of cool things...
I'm here. Match your hat.
I don't... you can see the lighting. This is a Jaguar. No, it's not single stitch. It's a very old one anyway. Vintage. Made in Britain, not even Great Britain. Jaguar Promotions t-shirt. You can't really see it there. I just showed you.
Should we ring it out? Ready?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Hold it. Ready?
Can you see it?
Yeah, sort of.
Hold it.
It's embroidered. It's embroidered with Jaguar.
You can see it. You can see that there. It's really cool. Anyway, it's really weird because studio lights just mess it up. But you can see it openly. You can see it blatantly when it's.
It's a nice teal colour.
It is indeed. This is like early 90s, even late 80s maybe.
And you remember how much we paid?
It was literally a couple pounds.
£2.75.
Look at this. up there.
Sometimes I can remember, sometimes I can't. And we've listed it for 40, am I correct?
You are indeed. I actually think it's worth a little bit more, but I kind of one of those ones to be in and out and shake it all about, so.
Jeans. Joseph Jeans. Joseph is an underrated eBay brand, so, you know, but we crossed this, so it's fine. So these are just some really simple, slim leg. I don't say skinny anymore.
Don't say skinny, it puts them off.
Skinny's not fashionable.
This is really
and
nice.
plus skinny
these
is
are
just
really nice, what do you call it? Really nice,
denim?
No, usually these are torn up. On like slim fit
these
jeans.
Like new.
Yeah, they're really nice condition.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Low waist, so they're a small size, they're a 6'8", they're called the Genie Jean. Genie, she lives on that bag. Anyway, and we paid £10.
£10. That's quite a lot.
I listed them for 100.
Okay, not so much. 10x. I get you.
Next up is Roberto Cavalli. We got this in Wales. I don't know if this was filmed. You have to tell me.
Yes,
this is Roberto Cavalli Sport, which is
me to tell you, or the guys watching.
Anyone can tell me.
Okay, cool.
This is really cool. It's like a marbled snake skin pattern. It's like a polymide like gym.
Do you know, I've just realised I do it all the time. I know I've mentioned it once or twice. Naturally, because of like what we've done in the past as regards like, because you show people like garments against you, you naturally say obviously it would fit here and it would fit here. Like you show people, I put these against me like I'm gonna pop them on every single time without thinking.
It's got a laced crochet edge which is sort of semi see-through if you're going for that sort of
cool.
like racer look. It's a full zip with all the logos and things like that. It's really
got a lot of logos,
cool.
so I don't know if that'll catch.
This brand's not obviously as high end as Roberto Cavalli mainline. However, we paid £3 and I listed it for 60 off the top of my head.
Like this is like Tony Soprano's wife vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my god, that when they're walking through the park like this.
Yep. Like, and she's telling us some gossip. There's someone just being like, no, how is it?
With their weights,
like
with the weights.
Like that. Why are we doing this? Go next.
Next up is...
I'm not doing this anymore.
We've got another pile now. This is, we got this from Wales. It is Moschino Boutique.
No, it's not.
It's Moschino Boutique.
Love ya.
Moschino Boutique, cheap and chic. Love Moschino off the top of my head.
Go see our Instagram. We have a ranking of where these brands sit as regards the hierarchy of the company. Stop looking out the window. It's just a car which passed. Chill out.
Anyway, so it's a ink blue, I would say. Ruched, draped, wrapped. It's a perfect little cocktail dress for those seasonal endeavours. It's a size 12. Moschino tend to put all their sizings with their lower tags, so just so that everyone
I just did the same thing.
knows. Anyway, it's a cotton. It's just nice. It would have retailed for about £300 to £400, remarkably.
Yep.
And I've listed it for £150. We paid 10.
Just saying, 10x. Don't talk to me about.
Right. There's next.
Whatever.
I think we're going to do all clothes in this one, and I think we're going to do a hard goods haul because we got some really good hard goods recently. A bit of Alexander McQueen, a bit of shoes, some Doc Martens stuff, some Moschino stuff, some ceramics. So we'll do that one separately. So we'll keep this one as all closed. Okay.
We've done those, no?
No.
Holy moly!
So you thought it was just that pile?
No. As in we've done these. As in have we done these?
The first day of Vlogmas.
Wow, we've not done a whole since then.
So
it's been a long time.
We can rapid fire this because they'll go together.
Okay,
right?
let's do that.
Right. Let's not knock anything over. Last time we had a haul, we knocked everything over.
That was alive.
This is Spirit of the Andes, which is a Peruvian brand which specialises in the knit of the alpacas.
3-piece. 1,
2. This is a skirt. We got 2 mediums and then the cardigan is a large. However, I picked this up first and thought, oh my goodness, doesn't this look like Mrs. Claus at Christmas? Hold it up properly so people can see.
Hold it up properly.
How cute. It's like a sweater vest with like a scalloped edge. Oh, it's so precious. Anyway, so we paid £4.50, £6 for the set. I've listed each individual piece for 60. Maths. That's good.
Mathematics.
Anyway, so they're 100% alpaca knits. You're looking for this label, and if you can find the stuff that's got like a Aztec-y, Navajo Navajo like patterned, the patterned wear.
The pat wear is more of a vibe,
Yeah.
as opposed to the kind of mint
Just the
green
plain.
that is
Sorry, do it again.
what is plaguing your screens right now.
But this is like pistachio mint. So this could be springtime,
This
it
makes
could be winter, or it could be summer.
This makes me want to sleep just looking at it, honestly. It does. Yeah.
I love it. I'd love it to see someone wearing that.
Would you?
Yes, some bread and
You
butter.
can't but dream.
Some bread and butter. I have gone off picking up mint velvet unless it is sloganed or exceptional. However, Austin
This is neither.
Austin convinced me of this.
No, this is exceptional. Not at all. It has lots of patterns going on. And you know what? The main thing about this piece, more than anything else, which is going to really interest you, and you wouldn't have seen it come in, it was very cheap.
Yes, large, £3.50, big pocket for storing pocket things. You could put your candy canes in there for Christmas.
I feel
time.
like that's the kind of pocket that you put things in. It just looks like
Yeah, like you've got a droopy
something.
appendage.
Moving on.
£3.75, and that is just listed for.
We gotta speed this up, sis.
It's listed for 30. Come on in, rapid fire. This is sea salt purchased in the
Old school label.
The Oval videos. It is old school label. Wouldn't traditionally pick it up, but it is like a chambro denim, and it's got that A-line shape, big old pockets, a bit of smocking to the front, and
sorry, up the way.
it's got a very like a utility vibe, and
Mother
I think
smocker, that's a
right,
good one.
how much we pay? £3?
I don't care. Who does?
No, you made me go really fast now.
£3.
For like
£3 for the mother smocker.
Yeah, and I've listed for 30.
Sweet.
This
speaking of sea salt.
This
Are you
is,
speaking of sea salt?
You are right now.
Well, okay.
New label. Haha.
What size?
14? 12. This is
I was going to say 15 because it was backwards, and then they don't make it 15.
This
Well
is
done, Austin.
a check A-line pleated skirt, midi length, super cute. Austin found this on the sale rail. It was £3.50. It has been listed for £30. That is my go-to. I'm open to accept offers on sea salt. I love selling sea salt. Brings me joy. This is
Yeah, it brings me joy.
Morgan the Toy. Is a French brand that was popular in the early 2000s for being really Y2K.
But why was that?
Because
Why was that?
it's got that really like like little shimmy shape. This has got the Hawaiian flowers on it, which I don't know the correct like geographical name for, but they're the Hawaiian flowers in gold. I thought it was Christmassy, even though they are flowers.
Now that's the Christmas. Listen,
Christmas
it has
vibes.
gold, it has flowers. I'm on anything.
That's Y2K Christmas.
There you go.
Yeah, anyway, we paid £3 for this, and I've listed it for £100.
100 of the kings.
Have a little search up of Y2K
See what
Morgan
there?
de Toy little shimmy dresses. Shimmy dresses. You know, like the little, like, the thin strapped.
You've been talking about shimmy shimmies before.
I love a shimmy.
They flag you for shimmy shimmies.
Yeah. This is Sweaty Betty. Again, we paid £3 off the top of my head. We got it in Froome. I don't think it was filmed because of that.
That is wild.
Marbled.
Do you know what? It is marble, but it kind of looks like the light's gone mad.
Yeah, I like that. I find Sweaty Betty stuff, the more like fun it is, the quicker it goes, because
Do you?
people want to be fun when they're running.
Okay.
Running the streets, having fun.
I can think of nothing worse internally in life.
We got these in
Hashtag runner.
Trowbridge. These are Dolce and Gabbana. Or
Ooh, a lovely
DMG,
number.
as people like to say. This is just, they do a series of jeans, and the big number corresponds to what style jean it is, not the size.
Guess what these are?
22.
Yeah, you got it.
And that is my lucky number.
Wait for it though, wait for it, right? You see these, they're cool. They're a cool shape, right? Wait for
They're
it.
like balloon.
Look at the back for a
pleated.
jean.
Yeah, they're like balloon pleated workwear pants, but in denim.
Yeah, like
Right.
this kind of like, this pleated here, it gives a really rounded shape.
Tapered leg.
yeah.
They've got a tapered leg, a bit of distressing. We paid 10 of my finest English pounds.
Distressing, it looks like it needs counselling.
Oh.
Look. Amazing. Yeah, it's really nice.
150. I've listed them for 150. We paid £10. Vestiaire
What more do you
crossless
want?
to eBay, Vestiaire and Depop. Yes, they may not sell in 24 hours, but I'd rather have
These are so
£150 next week than £30 this week.
What else we got?
2 more things, and then we are leaving.
F-I-N-G-S,
You're gonna be
things.
careful. So this was from Wales. And this
Did you
is
like
from
what did you do with
Wells.
your face then? That was a concern to me.
This is...
Oh, this is... See, it makes me happy just to look at the label.
This is Kenzo. This was purchased in the British Heart Foundation.
Which you might say, oh my God, how many houses did you have to remortgage for this item?
£12. So we were mortgaged
Zip.
0. And this was £12. It is a wool, like a wool...
Right, this is so hard to get on here, right? This is like a scarfy thing, right?
It's a built-in scarf.
Which would be kind of like the whole, like that, whilst there.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. But this is buttoned.
I think you're the most beautiful model I've ever seen.
I think you lie.
I want a diamond tennis bracelet for Christmas. No, I'm not joking. I think you're stunning.
No, you're not joking. I really want that bracelet. Anyway, this was Kenzo. This was lovely. Long sleeve.
£12. I listed it for 150.
It's really nice. There's full print. I can't get it on the screen.
It's
I can. There it is. Boom. It is gorgeous.
It's vintage as well. And the last but not least, this does need work to the potential owner, the new owner. But this is Max Mara Weekend.
So this was really funny actually, because this is reversible. Okie dokie. This here actually goes in there. This is the pocket. So most reversibles have this stuff in the pocket. If you ever wondered
Just
if they
stick
ripped
them
off,
in,
stick them in like that. It's not going in. Anyway, we found it inside out. Did we not?
It was red.
Red puffer, and there was no really identifying, because once again the labels went here as usual, as you can see. There were no real major identifying marks apart from this weekend. And the problem with that is there is also Hoodoo Weekend as well.
No, I think
like a terrible supermarket brand.
Yeah, like Papaya did.
Yeah, not terrible. I say terrible. That's harsh, but they clearly knocked the branding off. So sometimes you have to be careful. Until we found out that it was actually, when we found the label, it was down.
Oh, it's down. It's goose down.
I want to say goose down. Yeah, it is
It's goose down puffer, sleeveless, reversible. Camel is their classic Max Mara colour.
Yeah, so this is like they're like that's like the swoosh to Nike.
Yeah, and then obviously the red lining. This does have some condition issues. It is loved.
Yeah, and the problem is once again,
a dry clean.
I was going to say once again with goose down you have to be a little bit more careful when it comes to washing. You can't just like bung it in the old washing machine and hope for the best. You can, but the best's not going to happen.
But we paid £4.50 and I listed it for 45, which is 10x. Anyway, I don't actually do it on purpose. It just sometimes works out that way. So that is the first haul, the first quarter. I know it's been a bit like mad and a bit unhinged, but that is just who we are, deep down in our souls.
If you see any more hauls from us on a personal note, I can only apologise going forward from what you'll see, what you'll witness, and how we treat you going forward. I apologise now. I won't be held responsible for it, nor should I. We're both losing the will to live, and I think going forward we have to admit that. So from us, I hope you've enjoyed it.
Happy upload, miss.
Bye.